Okay, welcome to Skiz's fourth attempt at a live commentary of the League of Legends. Today we are playing Sivir AD carry in the bot lane. I've settled on Sivir because I quite like her. As you can see, I've got stage 1 of the mastery on her. She's fairly solid, even if you do terribly. You can still do pretty well with her. She's good for pushing, and and this guy took my jungle, and I settled on AD carry after that. So yes, my laning game generally isn't as strong as my jungle, in my opinion, but we'll have a good game. We've got Tom Kench with us in support roles, so we should be pretty good. I'm gonna come over here to Rengar, give him a little stroke because he's a kitty cat. Come here, kitty cat. There you go. Who's your cookie? Alright. We'll dance to the sweet tunes of Tom Kench over here. It's good to build team camaraderie in the early game before anything spawns. And now we're going to leave because he threw up, and that's just gross. I generally start Q with Sivir because it's your highest damaging ability, and therefore if any early trades it's good to have it available. We're keeping an eye on the health, but as we give the 3 auto attack help for Rengar, as is polite, and then we're going to go into lane. So this is probably going to be a early lane trade here. The advantage of them having a Sona is she's not at all tanky, so we can focus her, and she may die from that quite easily. So that's fine. So very aggressive Sona in the early game. Generally that's what they do anyway. As you can see, we're focusing down this Sona because she's playing aggressive. But they've hit level 2 first, so we're going to back out. So yeah, they appear to have leveled our W second. Oh. We're very low now due to this early game trading, so we're gonna try and hang back. Oh, just missed that one. Still got both our summoners. Sona goes deep there looking for us. But she's low on everything now. Fortunately, we can't do anything about that. We couldn't get the trade off. As you can see, my AD carry game is a lot weaker. Fortunately, we're not doing too bad. Well, I say that, we're doing terribly in CS. We're half a CS here. 4 minutes into the game, or 5 minutes really, and much lower health. But we're gonna queue, try and get that backline in. And it's not quite enough to kill us. Oh, that's close. So, due to all this trading, we're going to try and rush the Vampiric Scepter for the extra. Oh, we don't want that. We want this. Another pot because we can. I'm going to go head back into lane. So unfortunately this Ashe has a lot of power on us now. It's partly due to the fact that Sona is very strong early game, thanks to her Q, which is very long range, quite easy poke. And Tahm Kench unfortunately is very weak early game because he doesn't have his ult power, and without his ult passive he doesn't really do a lot of damage, and his Q isn't hard enough engaged to really overcome that early game loss. His upside of course is that late game he can actually solo players depending on so we're going to engage here. And we're going to get that. So we trade there. So Tahm Kench accidentally gets the kill, but I wasn't really anticipating the Devour, which maybe I probably should have been. But it's good, it relieves pressure, we can deny some of this CS from the Ashe, which is good. One of Sivir's strong points is her ability to push in lanes. So we're going to use that to its maximum here. Missing plenty of CS with that. Bit of poke, bit of CSing there. Still behind, but nowhere near as much as we were. We unfortunately E a little bit late there. It's our spell shield, so we're just gonna hang back here. We don't want to be fighting. We get the CS and a little bit of trading as well, which is good again. She's got BF sword quite early on, which is not great for us. I could have blocked that, but I decided not to. And again, we expect what we do not get. We get poked again. Quite in our face, this bot lane. But unfortunately they seem to have read the situation perfectly. I don't think we're going to get anything out of this. It doesn't look like we are. Looks like we did in the end. The Katarina managed to pick up the Ashe, which is great. Gives us another advantage. And we get the Sona as well, which is good. So what we're going to do now is we're going to push in this wave, make sure that Ashe misses as much as we can get her to miss, and then we're going to back out because we have a lot of money now. Whew. That was a big shift there. Yeah, you wanted to come down and kill us, but decided to back out despite the vision that Ashe gave. Looks like he may be going for the dragon instead. Not sure what we can do about that really. In the situation we had, I was out of mana. I was still quite weak in comparison. Obviously Tahm Kench is now 6, so we can go places very fast thanks to his active of his ultimate, and he should be doing a lot more damage as well. Looks like he was right. Yi went for the... Alright, and with that hard engage there, which is provided to us partly by our own ultimate and partly by the power of Tahm Kench, what we're going to do now is we're going to ricochet this wave to help push up, and also, because I reckon... Oh! Come on Tahm Kench, save us, buddy! And looks like we just about managed to get away from that, which is nice.
Heroes go hungry.
But we don't have the mana.
Honor is the rust on a dull blade.
We're going to pick up as much of that wave as we can, but we really need to back, because that was very tight exchange. But we're now 3-0-2, which is good. It's a very big U-turn from where we were previously. Buy a couple more pots.
Wealth is my burden.
I'm pinging Tahm Kench to hopefully get him to teleport me back into lane, which will save us some time. And it's pretty much the best thing we can use it for at the moment. And he does. He gets the hint. And we're back in lane. And we're feeling good. Which is nice.
Enemy has been slain.
So, looking pretty good here. I'm looking to see if we can't trade. That volley is very long range. Throw our Q behind us, but it doesn't land, unfortunately. That's okay. I don't think we really want to be super... We managed to block that W, or that volley with our spell shield, which is nice. But she's got the range on us, unfortunately, which means that we can't trade in long range. So we go in aggressively there. We because obviously we saw our team collapsing around us there. It was a 1-for-2 in our lane, 1-for-1 up top. So we end up with a 2-for-3 over the entire map, which isn't the worst it could be. But this bot lane is very strong poke. So. But Tahm Kench, again, doing the right thing. We're pushing it in underneath the tower to try and deny Ashe's CS as much as possible. Because she's CSing better than we are, and we want to stop that. But we're building towards our Infinity Edge here. We've taken a slight detour with the Vampiric Scepter to help with all this trading, because it's a very active lane.
Laws or whatever works.
So, Sona's... Gonna block that, because we don't want that. But it means we win that trade.
Honor is the rust on a dull blade.
flash out there because we really don't want this Yi to get us if we can help it. Oh, beautifully done. We're gonna try and clear this wave out as much as we can because a big strong wave gives them time to dive, which we don't want. We're going to check this bush to see if they're trying to get us, but they're not because Cat's on her way down.
Your turn. Dead.
Unstoppable.
So Cat picks up Yi at the back of that, which is nice.
It's bad.
We can stay here for now. We're still pretty equal in terms of power to Ashe, so I don't think we should have any major losses.
I'll fight for a cause. I won't die for one.
I'm going to play back as much as we can. And we catch them with the old cat inside the giant catfish trick, which is good because they didn't have that. So what happened here, Cat and Tom sat in this bush here and waited for them to aggress. I baited forward, so I went forward. I tried to play hesitantly, but like I really wanted the CS, which in the end worked. And they came in for me and didn't expect the gank from the Cat. I expect they knew that Tom Kench was around, but they weren't expecting Cat to be inside Tom Kench at the same time. But I think with that we can probably risk backing now, because we've got enough for our IE, which is going to give us some more power. Gonna buy a couple more pots. We'll probably want to finish off these boots soon, really, but depending on how this goes. Kench is going in, watching this fight. They don't want to risk it, they're just going to take away this red buff. So just still on red buff. We're going to go to our bot lane. I'm going to ping for assistance in the desperate hope that someone will come help me. Obviously we do have quite good wave clear as Sivir, thanks to all of our abilities really. But obviously we do have to play it very passive. And they don't.
Get paid and get out.
So cue the wave again. Unfortunately we get stun locked there. I played that poorly in that I didn't manage to E any of the first Sona ult, which is a shame. I pinged for assistance, but really should have backed off a bit earlier. But I was hoping I could hold that tower. We couldn't really. I need to respect the lack of assistance in the area. So in the end we lose that, but not the worst thing. Oh, Cat goes in hard and doesn't quite manage to get the E, unfortunately. And it's probably gonna... No, she doesn't let the Drake reset, which is great news for us, because that means we can get it without any trouble. So we're going to push out this mid lane now. Laning phase is officially over in my book here, so we want to be making more universal plays now if we can. So Rengar's pinging for assistance over here at the blue buff, but it's currently 3 versus 2 here, so I don't really feel good. Fortunately they keep resetting it, so it's making it nigh on impossible for them to actually get anything out of this, allowing us to buying us a lot of time here. So we're going to ult here. gets us their blue. And the Katarina here is apparently a god, currently 13, 2 and 5 with the Medjais, so they're feeling good. I'm not sure if I'm going to ask for assistance again because I want this tower, but I have no I have no backup, so I am at risk here. Looks like Rengar's come in, hit this way, which is good. I'm going to back out because we don't want that Annie to do anything nasty to us. I think Rengar's going to survive that all in there. So again, we can see that our team is diving really hard there, and I don't think I can do much to assist them there, other than what we're doing here, which is we're going to take this turret, and we're going to rotate. So, looking pretty hot. This cat wants to kill someone else, but they know that she's there. So we're going to back right now. I'm going to finish our Berserker's Greaves, gives us that added movement speed, and then we're going to buy Zeal, which actually gives us even more movement speed, plus 5%, which is nice. Mainly we're doing it for the build into the Static Shiv, which is good for a little bit of Tahm Kench trolling there. But yes, the Zeal builds into Static Shiv, good for extra wave clear if you're lacking it. But it's also a good bit of burst magic damage on your basic attacks. Yeah, we're going to keep pushing in. Looking pretty good. We've been carried a little bit here, but we've also made some okay plays. But we're going to just push this in. I expect someone's going to show up and stop me. We don't manage to Q, and I Q on the Fiora, which is a shame. We definitely don't want to be anywhere near the Fiora, because if Fiora gets on our face, we're probably going to die. So, going over this way, but obviously we want Tahm Kench to take the go face first into whatever trouble is around us. So, fantastically, we can clear this wave super easy. It's like it was never even there. So we're gonna rotate now. I don't know if we really want where we want to fight, or if we want to fight. I prefer not fighting here, but apparently Tahm Kench likes to bait or troll. Oh my goodness, that is ridiculously ballsy. I don't like it at all. I'm going to try and run away, because that guy's scaring me with his balls. Anyway, so back to the mid lane. Back to the most interesting thing you can do is this ADC, which is farm hard. So pushing this back in. Ooh, that's a low turret. And that's our turret. We seem to be missing enemies. I know they were up here, but I haven't seen them. They just really... And unfortunately we couldn't really get... So Tibbers is coming out to say hi, but yeah.
Heroes go hungry.
Don't have quite enough for our static shiv, so we're going to rotate to the bot lane because there's a nice big wave building up down there. So we've taken the inhib here. That's really the most we can do, I think. Again, we do seem to be missing enemies. I haven't seen Yi or Ashe
Love or
recently.
whatever
I'm
works
not sure
at
if
the
they're just
time.
being really defensive or if they're planning something dirty or if they're AFK. But we'll just clean up this wave because we can, because we're the ADC when we rule. Yeah, so to anybody interested in the ADC role, Sivir is pretty good starter. Starter ADC, which is fairly simple. You auto attack, use your Q for damage mainly,
I've got
your ult to chase or run away. You've got a nice spell shield, so you can practice spell shielding things, which is nice if you can learn it properly. And you will clear waves like nobody's business. And it looks like we're pushing in hard here, and yet still have yet to see anything of the Yi until right now. So we're going to use all our summoners here, and we're going to... Unfortunately... Oh, he smites the... Oh, this is getting bad. Unfortunately, we've got Tom Kench on side. He's going to save our asses.
the desert.
Because he's awesome like that. So we're just going to stay in front of Tom, see how long they want to kite. If they kite for long enough, we can probably turn on them, but they're not that dumb. They're going to back away with what they got. So Ashe still hasn't returned. I'm starting to think that Ashe may be AFK, which is a shame. But ooh, Tom Kench is going in for it. He thinks he can do it. He's flashed in. Oh, he misses the Q. He's coming in. And he's running for a life. Righteous Glory popped. And then Fiora comes in and ruins the 1v1. The manly 1v1 is ruined there. Which is a shame.
Everyone has a price.
But yes, so we've taken this mid inhib. If you look at it, you can sort of tell it's past halfway towards recovery now. But we can go to this way. I'm going to ping which way I'm going so everybody knows. So, looks like Annie's read the situation. So what we're going to try and do, cheeky poke. So he's going to clear this. I'm going to clear it right back. So we show ourselves to be much better at clearing. So Annie's no longer here, because she can't risk it with these two able to come in behind her. It may be unnecessary, but just in case this doesn't work out, I'm going to push down this. Slightly interesting fact here is when you use Ricochet on buildings, it doesn't seem to reduce the damage at all, but it does speed up your attack speed. So if you're looking to push down towers, definitely totally use your Ricochet on them if you can. We're just gonna Ricochet all through this. We're gonna run away. Gives everyone a nice move speed. Katarina's like, fuck that, I want to kill everybody. So that's what we're going to do. But I think we're going to finish this game off now. That's what's actually going to happen here. Now, do we get the last hit on the turret? We don't get the last hit on the Nexus for swag points, but that's game, everybody. So I hope you enjoyed, and I'm going to see you